Hello everyone, welcome back to Colorful Indian. I'm so happy to have you here. My name is RANITA and I like getting into makeup related content. Today I'm going to be going through the Simply Posh Cosmetics Coastal palette with you. Now this is a beautiful 18 pan shadow palette. It's the standard palette that Simply Posh always creates, and we've got 12 matte shades and 8 beautiful duochromes. It's going to cost $45 and it is going to be releasing on the 25th of May at 3 p.m. CST. I do have a code which you can use to get 10% off, so I'll have that on the screen in case you're interested in picking this up. Don't forget that Simply Posh is also doing a restock of Citrus Punch and Aurora Lights, so if you're interested in getting some of those palettes, you can use my code again to get some discount on your purchases. So without further ado, I just want to get into doing looks. Now I do have the palette over here with me, and I wanted to say that I'm going to be doing column by column. So we'll have this on my one eye, this on the next eye, and then so on and so forth. So we can use all of the shades and you can see what this looks like on a, tan skin tone. I have a neutral or a olive skin tone, so shades don't always look the same that they look like in the pan on my eyes, and that's why I like testing everything out so that I'm able to give you a thorough review of everything that I'm using. So let's get right into this. Hey everyone, okay, welcome to looks 1 and 2. I'm going to go in with the matte shades first, so I'm going to start over here with Shorelines and Palms, and then we're going to go in with those two. So I'm going to take the deeper shades first. So that's going to be Shoreline. I really love those shell imprints. They're so adorable. I'm going to put the deeper shades on the outer corner like this, and put the lighter shades like inside. I really like this color. It's so pretty. I don't even think I have like oranges and stuff like this, so I was pretty interested when I saw this color story. It's a very warm, definitely like a very coastal thing, and I actually wanted to go to the beach and do like a whole shoot with this, but I was in a car accident and we don't have a car, so I couldn't do that. And it really sucks because the beach is just like 15 minutes away, but I don't want to do an Uber either because we need to make all these payments and stuff coming up. So yeah, it just didn't really make sense to go to the beach and actually do that. So yeah, this is the lighter color. It's kind of like a yellow. You can see how it looks like on my skin. A lot of the times colors like this will just blend in when it comes to my skin tone because I have that yellowy kind of undertone. Yeah, you can see, right, how that's looking like. Okay, I'm going in next with Palms and Island. So that's the next column. This is Palms and that's Island up there. So this is Palms. It's quite pretty also. It's a gray, kind of not exactly like a usual gray, though it looks kind of like it's got a bit of a yellowy color in there. Yeah, you can see what that looks like, but it's showing up like a gray on me. Okay, I'm going in next with Island, which is a lighter toned gray. You can see that. So we have that. I'm going in with the very first one. So we've got Sunbathe and Tropical, which look really, really pretty. You can see that Sunbathe. and that's Tropical over there. Okay, so I'm grabbing the very first shade, that's Sunbathe. This is what Sunbathe looks like, and I'm gonna just tap that onto my eyes, and oh, this is so pretty. I'm really liking how bright this color is. Definitely reminds me of the sun, so wow, that's a beautiful shade. I really like this formula as well. Simply Posh has updated their formula. I noticed that with even the last palette that they had released, which was Cozy Cabin, that was so nice, and I really like this color. It's very pretty. Next we're going in with the shade Tropical, which looks like this on my finger. It looks like gold and purple. It's a very interesting shade. And you can see it looks completely different on my eyes. Like, it's not the same kind of orangey yellow that you get with the other shade, Sunbathe. So yeah, this does have a purple base, I was right. I'm going to just correct my eyes a bit. So I'm just going back in with some of that deeper shade just to have a good blend of color. I'm going to do the same thing on the other side with the shade Palms. I'm going to go and clean up my eyes. I will be right back. Hey everyone, so this is looks 1 and 2 done on my eyes. I didn't really do a ton in terms of like a look. I just wanted to keep it very simple. So I have ColourPop over here in the shade medium dark 120W for my foundation. Haven't used this in a really long time, and I suddenly thought, oh, this, you know, this will be nice to use. So this does have hyaluronic acid in it, which is one of the reasons why I actually really love and enjoy ColourPop, you know, like face products and lip products. I feel that they're so good. For my lashes, I went in with the FanFest Benefit Mascara. I'm probably going to be using the same products, you know, for everything, because I just want to get through all of the colors and show you what they look like. And then for my lips, I went in with Full Ritual in the shade Second Nature. I really like this. It's a nice kind of brown shade, and I also went in with my Persona lip balm. This is a shade called Manifest, and it's a very bright red, so you can see there's a little bit of that red undertone coming out, but it's actually like this bright. It's a very bright one, and I do like this. It's one of my favorite lip products. It's very hydrating, and everything's just great. So yeah, this is you know what you're getting with the very first 2 shades. Now I can see a beautiful orange coming through when I turn my eyes like this, and on this side, that shade, which is Tropical, it actually has a purple base. So I do hope that you're able to actually see that. I'm just going to bring the camera in. So yeah, you can definitely see that purple coming through. This is really, they're very smooth duochromes, and I really like both of these shades. I think they go so beautifully, and I just like the warmth of it. Alright, so I'm pretty excited. Let's go into the next 2 ones, because we have the greens, and then we have these gorgeous pinks coming up, and I'm so excited about those. Alright, welcome back. We're getting into looks 3 and 4. Now I'm going in with Deep Sea over here and Sea Breeze. So let's just grab those deeper shades. This is Deep Sea. It actually matches what I'm wearing right now perfectly. It's such a pretty green color also, so I'm really happy that I managed to get this. Very easy to work with. I love the pigmentation on my eyes, and that's barely dipping my brush in to get colors, so that's even better. Oh, this is so pretty. I know that these 2 looks are going to be my favorite just off the bat. Okay, I'm going in with Sea Breeze, which is a slightly brighter green. I'm going to put that on this side so you can see the difference, and there is a very big difference. Let's just get that. Alright, now I'm going in with Wave and Seaside over there. So Wave is the lighter shade for this color, this side over here. I'm just gonna put that in my inner corners, but not take it all the way down, because that gives me panda eyes. You can definitely see the difference in the color. It's like a more blue, like a lighter version of that blue. And then I'm going in with Seaside, which is a light green. So I'm gonna take that and put that here, and I like the fact that that's also showing up pretty easily. I don't have to fight with the color to kind of make it come onto my eyes. So that should tell you how pigmented this is. That's actually one of the things that I really love and appreciate about Simply Posh's formula. They have excellent pigmentation, and I really, really do mean excellent. Okay, so now we're gonna go in with the fun shades, Saltwater and Paradise. So that's Saltwater over there. This is Paradise. We're gonna put both of those on my eyes. Alrighty, you are going to love Saltwater. This is so magical. It's pink green. You can definitely see that on my finger and on my... This is so pretty. Probably my favorite shade out of everything. I absolutely love Saltwater. Oh goodness, that shift is, it's just magical. Oh, this is my favorite shade. Absolutely love this, and I knew I was gonna love this because I just got it onto my hands and I was like, yeah, I know that this is gonna be a favorite of mine. Now it does have a, I think, purpley kind of pink base over there, which is why you can see that shift as soon as I turn my eyes. It's very pretty, and I'm also going in now on the other side with the shade Paradise. This is what Paradise looks like. It's a pretty bright green, which I do like. The formula is beautiful. It's so, so nice. Oops, okay, I kind of made a mess over there, but yeah, that's to be expected when you're using your fingers. Yeah, that's also pretty. It's kind of like a green going to what I can see, a yellowy kind of gold. So at least that's what I'm making sure, like that's what I can see, and it does have a green base. So you can see that green base when I turn this way. Let me clean up my face. I will be right back. Hey everyone, this is looks 3 and 4 finished up. Now I am continuing to enjoy and love these shades so much. They're just so, so pretty. I'm obsessed with Saltwater. I want to just only wear Saltwater and do like a whole look dedicated to Saltwater because it's my favorite shade. It has a purple base and it's just gorgeous. Like the way it shifts to that green, absolutely stunning and beautiful and wonderful. I think you're gonna love that shade, especially if you like cool tones. Like I'm a cool tone person, so I'm automatically drawn to those shades, you know, in any palette. But yeah, I really like the way that both of the looks turned out. I love the warmth of the other shades that I've tried. That would be Sunbathe, Tropical, and Paradise so far. All of them look so beautiful. For my makeup, it's the same thing. Went in with the ColourPop foundation, same mascara, FanFest over here. And then for my lipstick, which was the only difference, I went in with a Give Me Glow gloss. This is in the shade Love Spell. You can actually pick up the Give Me Glow lip glosses and a whole ton of other products for just $3 on their website. It is really worth it, and I highly recommend going and grabbing some of those. I bought like lip glosses, I got some palettes, and I was so, so happy with the steal. Like it really is a steal, so highly recommend going and, you know, grabbing stuff from there. But anyway, I'm really happy with the way that these shades are working. I don't have any complaints. They look incredible. Pigmentation is amazing. Absolutely no creasing, as you can see. The formula is so, so smooth, and I just love it. I can't get enough of it. So I'm really excited. We have 2 more columns to go, and that would be these last 2 ones over here. So they're going to be more kind of like orangey pink toned, and I'm pretty excited to get into those. So let's get into them right now. Hey everyone, welcome to the last 2 looks. Now we're going to be going in with Coastal and Coral, so that's these 2 shades over here, and of course those 2 mattes, and then you know the final 2 will be the duochrome. So I'm going to start with Coastal and get some of that onto my lid. It's a very, very pretty peachy kind of pink color, kind of salmon pink in some ways. It kind of reminds me of, these tones actually kind of remind me of what was that palette called? Picking Peonies, which was a very early Simply Posh palette, which I really loved. This is very, very pretty. I like the way that that shade looks. Going in with the shade Tranquil, which is a pastel kind of orange. We're going to get some of that onto my eyes. I like the fact that this is not crumbly and, you know, just kind of falling everywhere, because yeah, even pastel formulas have come such a long way. So I'm just going to put some of that there. Alright, next we're going in with the shade Coral. I'm going to put Coral over here. Coral looks very, very salmon pink in comparison to the shades over there. And lastly, I'm going in with Warm Sand, which is like a pastel as well. You can see that's the pastel orange, and then we have kind of like a pastel salmon pink over there. So I'm going to put some of that right over here. In the inner corners, you can see what that looks like. Now, of course, if you want the actual color, like you want it to be very, very true to what you're getting in the pan, you are going to need a white base. I don't use white bases as much anymore because I just don't really want to, you know, touch my eyes and do all of that stuff as much anymore. But if you are planning to get the actual color, then, you know, the white base goes a long way. So I'm just going to add my base on here, and then we're going to go in with the last two shades. Alrighty, so let's go in with the duochrome. So this over here is Serene. It's a very, very pretty shade. It's creamy. I think the formula is actually a bit different from the past four that I tried, because it seems to be a lot creamier in texture. Like the others were just very smooth. This is kind of like a creamy and smooth texture, and you can just blend that out and, you know, see this. Like, I mean, I like this shade. I think it's very, very pretty. It's a very, very nice kind of neutral color to have in, you know, all of these other shades here, and it definitely kind of feels very special. I like that one. We're going in with Sunset next, which is a pretty deep pink, and you can see that's what it looks like. Let's see how this looks like on my eyes. Oh, that's so pretty. I like this one too. It's kind of pink with a cooler shift happening from what I'm seeing. Very, very smooth formula as well. So you can see that we've gone through all the shades now, and I've not really had any issues with any of the duochromes in terms of creasing or anything like that. I'm gonna just go and, you know, kind of clean up my face a bit, but I think these are so pretty. They really are. Hey, this is looks 5 and 6 completed. So as usual, went in with the same foundation. That's the ColourPop one. Then I did my Benefit mascara, and you know, the lipstick is Beauty for Real, which is what I got from my Ipsy box last month. Absolutely love that color. It's very understated and subtle, so I thought it would go well with this. But yeah, you can basically see what my eyes look like. So you can definitely see that, you know, these have very beautiful shifts. I kind of feel like these colors, these tones are softer than the previous ones that we kind of tried. So if you were going for like a soft glam look, I feel like the last two columns would be perfect for that. I really like the way that the shades look. I like the shifts. I think they're very pretty. This one has, I think, it's kind of like a very silvery color that kind of goes into the base. The base is more pink toned, so you can definitely see that, right? When I'm moving my eyes like that, you can see the base coming through on the side. I kind of feel it's the same thing here. This is a pink base, and then when I'm looking at my eye, you see that cool kind of bluish purple shade coming through over there. So yeah, I actually haven't had any problems with any of these shades. I think they're fantastic. I think that if you're looking for like warmer tones, cooler tones, a mixture of just everything that reminds you of the beach, this is the palette, you know, that you need to pick up. It's good. I really, really enjoyed this. It's a very different color story. I don't think I've seen something like this ever, so I like the fact that it's so different and so unique, and it's just a pretty combination of like all these really lovely shades. I'm probably going to do a couple more looks, not in this video but in another one, because this week my eyes cannot take it anymore. Like there were just so many releases and I was like, why? But yeah, I can't do, you know, too many fancy looks in one go because I have chronic rhinitis, so then my nose also starts acting up. But I really enjoyed this color story. I think it's beautiful, and if you want to pick it up, I have a code. That's RANITA. You get 10% off. So that's basically all I have to share with you. I do like the palette. I think it's beautiful. I like the originality of the color story and the theme. I don't think I've seen, like, I know there's a lot of beach themed stuff coming out, but I don't think I've seen something like this in the indie makeup community. So I like the fact that it's so different and new, and you know, the formula is fantastic. And if you haven't tried Simply Posh, this is really your chance to go and do that, because they have amazing palettes. Since other palettes are releasing with the Coastal palette, I'm going to link my playlist here of all the Simply Posh reviews that I've done. You can go and check out the Aurora Lights one, and you can check out the Citrus Punch one as well, because I really enjoyed those colors so much. Like, honestly, the formula of Simply Posh is really, really excellent. And another lovely thing about these palettes is that they're magnetic. So if you're someone who wants to like BYOP, you can easily do that with the Simply Posh palette. They don't, you know, it's not hard to get these out of the pan. They're very easy. They will just come out and you can just build your own palette. And I've done that many times. And it's just, the pigmentation is so freaking good. Like, seriously, this is one of the strongest formulas in the indie market. So you really should check this out. So that is all from me. I'm very, very happy with the Coastal palette, and you know, if you have any other things that you'd like to know about the palette, let me know. I just think that it was really fun to play with this, and I'm really happy that I got to share all of these swatches with you on my eyes and my arms. Gives you a better idea of the palette for sure, because I've realized that more and more, like especially when I'm not getting a palette and I see people do swatches on their arms, and then I realize that when they're doing it on their eyes, it doesn't look anything like how it looks like on their arms sometimes. So I like to do both. So at least you get to see all 18 shades and how they look like on my skin tone, and you know, okay, this is what, you know, I'm getting when I get this palette. So anyway, thank you to Simply Posh for sending this palette over. As always, I absolutely love the formula, love the color story. It's just wonderful. You're not going to be disappointed with a palette like this, and I will see you soon for another video. I hope you have a wonderful week. Lots of love to you. Bye-bye.